Living in my feelings is basically like being a puppet and giving everyone and everything else the strings and being able to do whatever with me. Now, as funny as that sounds, living in my feelings, being in my feelings, is just giving people the ability to control me, influence me, manipulate me, right? Just allowing other people to dictate how I feel, how I go about, making decisions based off that. Like, it's not how I should be living. It's not how anyone should be living. You should be living off logic, off, facts, statistics, strategic move systems, routines, discipline. Not, you're mad, so you're going to do this out of anger, or, like some guy got you worked up or some shorty got you worked up, and you're doing things based upon that. And what I'm saying, you have a bad day, so now you want to crash your car, what I'm saying, whatever it may be. Like, you get what I'm saying is that you can't live in your feelings. You can't live in your feelings. You got to operate outside of that, because like I said, then everything and everyone else has control of you. I mean, if you don't live in your feelings and you move how you're supposed to, then it's like something or someone could throw you off and you're still moving right. You're still keeping your frame. You're still going strong. You still have those boundaries put in place. But then it's like when you go outside of that, then it's like now it's like I can control someone else because I can make them mad and I can get a reaction out of that. Or I can do something to make them sad and put them down. Or I can say something that overexcites you and makes you go too high, and you just want to try to stay neutral, just not too high, but not, obviously don't dip and go low, but like just moving in a straight line, getting to where, you need to be, and just not giving other people the keys to the car, because that's another, way I feel that it is. It's just handing someone else the keys to the car and I'm in the car, and it's like, all right, go ahead. Like, it doesn't make sense. So it's like, just gotta, like Rod Wave said, get out your feelings and get in a bag, Got out my feelings, I got in a bag. Like, you really do just gotta get out your feelings and get in a bag. Like, just, it sucks. It does. Put all that aside, though. Like, you gotta put them feelings aside and just hit the gridiron and just hit it hard and just grind. Like, it sucks. Heartbreak sucks. Pain sucks. Suffering sucks. Like, seeing people you care about just go through things sucks. You know what I'm saying? Job makes you angry, sad, depressed, whatever. It sucks, right? Sometimes you just don't feel like it in the morning. That sucks. Like, a lot of things just suck. But unfortunately, it sucks to suck. Gotta put those feelings aside and just grind, because that's what's going to get me to where I want to be. That's what's going to change my life. That's what's going to change my reality, is just moving, taking action. And it's like getting in my feelings sometimes delays action or prevents action or affects action. And then it's like, dang, I wonder how I got here. I wonder why I did this or why I did that or why I am where I am. But it was like emotions, right? Trying to feel love in certain ways, or give love, or trying to have, friendships and give people certain things and be people pleasing, and, just letting one angry moment make me do something that affects years and years, and just being depressed and sad and doing something that I'm a regret. Just feelings just almost rarely ever gets you to where you want to be, unless you manipulate those feelings and turn it into fire and use it, as burning wood, and light that flame and go hit it hard. But other than that, like, feelings, like I said, it just sucks to suck. But gotta put them aside. Gotta hit the gridiron. Gotta grind. Gotta put in that work and just do what it do. So, get out your feelings and get in the bag, like Rod Wave said, and just go hit it.